So let's go over everything we need to know. Here we are. Baseball is back. What now? What do you need to know now? Well, there were a lot of talks, one way or the other, in this CBA agreement about how are we going to handle this? Are there going to be expanded playoffs? Is there going to be a DH? Are there going to be extra rules? All of that stuff. Let's walk through that. 12 playoff teams, not 14, 12. Something that the players very much so were adamant about. We did not want 14. Why? Well, 14 teams would really dilute the regular season. Baseball plays 162 regular season games. If almost half of the teams are making the playoffs, it's not exactly what is the point, but it does definitely dilute the regular season. So we did have 10 playoff teams. It is expanding to 12. So there will be 12 playoff teams. All of that talk about a ghost win, all of that, not happening. None of that is happening because we are officially going to have 12 playoff teams. The designated hitter, officially official. We knew that. We were pretty certain of it. But as of today at 12:15 Pacific time, when this deal was struck, the designated hitter, the universal DH, is now and probably forever a part of Major League Baseball. No more pitchers hitting. No more pitchers just standing up there looking awful. I'm talking to you, Justin. None of that anymore. No more bunts with, a one out already and a runner on first. None of that. No more swings and misses and a pulled oblique. I saw Jacob deGrom get a little tweak injury last year while hitting. None of that anymore. Thankfully, you can focus on what you need to focus on, and that is pitching. Now, we will see a big difference here from the pitcher side. In the National League, not having a DH is good for almost a full run difference when it comes to pitching. Every 9 at-bats, you're facing a pitcher that can't hit instead of a JD Martinez, a Yordan Alvarez, guys like that are forces at the plate. So that's going to be a big deal. Then you go to the rules. The rules was a big talking point here. Now, rule changes are coming. It will not be this year. It could potentially start next year, but there's no even guarantee there. Banning the shift, modifying the shift, I like to use. A pitch clock, a play clock, I like to say, because batters take forever out of the box as well. And larger bases are coming as well. So there was a lot tied into here that I wanted to discuss and wanted to talk about. And here was a good tweet from John Heyman at the end of this day. On my scorecard, the union got a very good deal. 230 million CBT threshold. Now this kind of gets into the weeds, but if you were paying attention during it, you'll know. Into the CBT threshold, $700K minimum. But baseball's back. That's what you need to know. That's all you need to know. And we'll continue through it. $50 million bonus pool. Qualifying offer likely goes away, assuming the World Draft is agreed to. Universal DH. Draft lottery, which is big. That helps the competitive imbalance of the league. There will now be a draft lottery. You can't tank and put a bad product out on the field and then expect to get the first overall pick. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest with you. Full service time for the Rookie of the Year and more. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this qualifying offer likely goes away, assuming the international draft is agreed to. So the qualifying offer has been something that's been a part of baseball for a while now. But essentially, when a guy is becoming a free agent, the team that he was on has the ability to offer a qualifying offer to that player. And if they do not accept, the team gets a draft pick, a good draft pick. So that draft compensation, essentially. So that is going away. And over the last, I forget how many years, but I just saw 11 of the over 100 qualifying offers of past have been accepted. Only 11. So it's not something that's accepted very often. So now this is tied into the international draft. And this is how they ended up settling the whole international draft situation that arose yesterday. They've agreed to push it until July 25th. The two sides are going to talk about it. If an international draft is agreed to, by July 25th, then the qualifying offer is going to go away, which is something that the players want. If the international draft is not agreed to, then the status quo will stay the same. The qualifying offer will stay. Everything as we know it will stay. But we came to an agreement, and the players did well here, but they needed to. The past few CBAs weren't great for them. This was good for the game of baseball, in my opinion. At the end of the day, here's who I think won. Us, the fans, the people of social media, because we can relax. 2, the players. 3, the game of baseball, which is a win-win for everybody involved. The game of baseball won today. The competitive imbalance situation will be fixed. I was tired of seeing teams like the Pirates, who year in and year out haven't put a great product out on the field. They end up with the first overall pick, and it's just a vicious cycle. The fans deserve better, and the game of baseball deserves better. We got that today. The game of baseball took a big W today, and I could not be happier.
That's incredible.
Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.